Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Ahmed Diop. I'm a fourth-year psych major here at OSU. I'm just going to hop right into it. I'm extremely excited to talk to you guys about one of my new favorite artists, Mr. Hank Willis Thomas. He was born in Plainfield, New Jersey. He resides in Brooklyn, New York. Shout out BK. I got a lot of family out there. I'm also a fan of Cause. He's also a New York-based artist. Anyways, Mr. Hank Willis Thomas. He focuses on perspective, identity, commodity, media, and popular culture when it comes to his art. He's considered a photo-conceptual artist. He has many mediums, including sculptures, photographs, mixed media, installations, and videos. Even the background you see here on this slide is one of his pieces. It's called We the People. It's made out of decommissioned prison reform uniforms. So I'm going to get into why I chose this artist. After researching a couple artists on the list, Hank William Thomas's work really resonated with me. Not only did he attack issues that directly affected black men, but he was not afraid to address the effects of media and how it impacts perception. I'm an avid basketball fan, an avid sports fan in general, and seeing the incorporation of sports in his art really inspired me to learn more about his art. I was aware of the exploitation of athletes in sports, but the images created by Hank really stuck with me because entertainment has become so much more than just entertainment, and athletes are expected to sometimes even go to unhealthy, inhumane lengths to make sure everyone is getting paid. Throughout this presentation, I have quotes that stuck out with me. I watched a couple of interviews. I've also seen him do a couple shows, and he says a lot of powerful words. So throughout the presentation, I'll be including some quotes. So here's the first one. This one is, "My life's work is getting the world to see that I am a person." I love the fact that Hank focuses on individuality as well as inclusion. He wants everyone to be seen. He wants everyone to be heard. So many of Hank's pieces depict images of black men participating in sports paired with items/images associated with business, slavery, and black entertainment. He also addresses inequality by making work that forces the viewer to have to shift their perspective, invoke thinking about inequality in multiple planes. This includes economically, culturally, politically, even interpersonally. So I wanted to show you guys a couple of his works. These are some sculptures I really liked. So the one on the bottom left corner here, that's called Hand of God. I'm also a big soccer fan. If you guys know Diego Maradona, rest in peace, Hand of God was one of the most controversial plays in soccer history. So I really like that piece. You see the middle finger with the basketball on it in the middle. That's called Equilibrium. I really like that one as well. And then you see the one right next to that, the finger with two balls, is called Globetrotter. Yeah, Hank is a multifaceted artist. He's very talented. He makes amazing work. So here's our next quote. "Inequality thrives on our ignorance, on our myopia, our inability to see things that are right in front of our faces." That was just deep, so I really like that quote. I just wanted to show you guys more sculptures, not related to sports. So on the left, we got "The Dompus Must Burn." In the middle, we got "If the Leader Only Knew." And then we got "Lives of Others." Hank Willis Thomas aims to speak to large groups of people through his art. He has undoubtedly achieved that. He focuses on advertising how we perceive ourselves as well as how we perceive other people, as are just monolithic images created by society, as he says, and really represent a broader perspective of our time. The artist also makes the notion that advertisements rely on prejudice, which is interesting. It has a lot of truth to it. I'm just showing off the versatility a little bit. He's very, very talented. These are mixed media works that he created. On the left, we got "Only God Can Defeat Us." On the right, we got "Verve." Just amazing. Here's another quote. "Ordinary people are the solution to inequality." I also really like this piece. It's called "Wade." So Hank has an interesting way of viewing his art. He describes the common denominator in his work as framing and context, which means whoever is holding the frame gets to create the context. He focuses a lot on black joy and the black experience, which I love, of course. And here is one of the more powerful murals, as you see. Very powerful pictures. You see the late, great Martin Luther King Jr. in the bottom. He has several images of boycotts, marches. These are real times. These were real times. These were real events. I can't even begin to imagine living in those times. I'm happy we've made so much progress. We got a long way to go. We made a lot of progress, of course, but we do have a long way to go. So I wanted to show you guys some of his photo art. A project that I really liked and wanted to highlight was Project Unbranded. So Hank Willis Thomas thought by removing text and logos, you could see what's really being sold behind advertisements. He describes his justification behind the messages in his art by describing it as trying to walk the fine line between making a point that is critical and serious and something that draws us to it because it is beautiful. He took one ad for every year from 1915 to 2015 and removed all the advertising information. He wanted to track whiteness in the U.S. over the century. He discovered that there was an identity model change, that advertising in itself had changed, that it had become more minimal and stuff. In the middle right here is one of the pieces from Project Unbranded. It's called Come Out of the Bone Age, Darling. He removed all the logos, the text from the image to expose what's really behind the image. So I wanted to show you guys a couple more pictures. These are just some of his photographic works. I'll give you guys a second to just, look at the art. Very, very powerful pictures here again. So some of the pieces that stuck out to me. First one is priceless, where I had 3-piece suit listed at $250, bullet for 60 cents, a pistol for $80, and a casket for your son as priceless. I feel like that means a lot. And then this last image really spoke to me. It's called Cotton Bowl. I think he was trying to show the evolution of slavery, modern day slavery and athletes and how they're treated. He does a lot of collaborations. I'm not going to really get into it too much. I'll stay right here for a second. You guys can read into it. Man, this guy, he does it all. He also has books. Check it out. I definitely want to read some of these books in the future. I'm going to stay right here. You guys can take out the names if you want. Here are a couple more pictures. These are the installations that he does. In the top left corner, you got the Truth Booth. You got Digging Deeper in the bottom right corner. And you got Now That's Funny in the top right corner. I wanted to leave you guys with this quote. The role of an artist in society is to highlight things that we'd rather ignore. Really stuck with me. I want to thank you guys for watching my presentation. Have a good one.